Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start off this meeting. And hello, welcome to the August W7PRA meeting. I'm Paul N0VLR, chair of the board. Let's do some introductions, shall we? On my Hollywood Square top left, we have the other Paul.
Paul Branchfield, W7PEB, from somewhere south of Roseburg.
Good to hear you in there, Paul. I passed by your exit twice in the same weekend.
Oh,
I wasn't in any position to call you and because we were on our way home. So
yeah.
we'll have to pick it up next time. On my Hollywood Square right, W7RTM, Ted.
Well, good evening, all. This is Ted Mitchell, W7RTM, just outside of Philomath.
Thank you, Ted. Club secretary, awesome. And how about Tom? Tom Longman.
How about Tom? Hi, I'm Tom, NH7XJ. I'm calling in from Arlington, Virginia tonight. I met several of you at Field Day. I spend time and probably will spend more time as it becomes available in Corvallis. So wanted to get to
Good.
know everybody and thought I'd check in.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. And yeah, let us know on the reflector when you'll be around. I know that Glenda's got something to share tonight about an upcoming event. So and maybe two events. I don't know. We'll see. Um, we'll just see if you're going to be around.
Okay, looks like I'll be there sometime in September.
Awesome. Okay, Anna.
I'm Annalise McDermott. I'm NH6Z, and I am in metropolitan Lebanon, Oregon.
And running your own Hamfest, I understand.
Usually you make money at Hamfest, so this is like the charity Hamfest, I guess. Right?
Okay.
So, I really wish somebody would take that cart because I hate that it's probably going to go in the trash, but it is what it is.
Okay. Well, I see a couple of, yeah, I don't have a need for it. I'm short sizing myself, so.
And
Well,
no, I am not, I do not have any surplus Flex radios.
Okay.
Those all got sent back to Flex when they fired.
Okay. All right. How about Glenda from the Starship Enterprise or whatever that is?
The TARDIS. I'm up in Northwest Corvallis by the hospital. And does your neighborhood allow you to put your, like, if you put the cart just at, like, on the curb, a lot of people do that here where they'll have, like, a piece of furniture or something. And it's like they just put a sign up that says free and it disappears in like an hour.
Yeah, I'm tempted to do that, but I think the homeless people that live in the vacant lot behind there would adopt it, and then it'll become a trash problem at the river.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you're thinking ahead there, Anna. Thank you, Glenda. Good to see you. How about the other Tom?
Tom, KK7YZC, north of Corvallis.
Good to see you again, Tom. Tom 1 and Tom 2. Both of you at Field Days. Good to see everybody. That's great. And Mr. Professor Shelby.
Good evening, everybody. This is Mike, W7RIS, located about 10 miles north of Corvallis, back in the Soap Creek area.
Okay, Mike, good to see you. Good to see you without a pair of glasses on. That means you're moving forward.
Well, when it comes to reading, I still gotta wear the old specs, but I can kind of get away with not wearing glasses for distance.
That's good. That means you're on the mend. That's the key. Ron, are you able to join audio or you just okay, you are. There you are.
Yep. Ron, AE4JL in the big town of Millersburg.
Good to see you, Ron. Hope your travels aren't wearing you out too much. I understand you've been moving and grooving. So,
yeah, I've been all over the place.
Okay. Let's see. We'll go to Scott.
Hello, everybody. Scott here, KO7GGN in Corvallis. And I want to say I just won't be able to stay. I just checking in, and I'm going to have to scoot pretty soon. So.
Okay. Good to hear you, Scott.
Nice to hear you too.
I think the thing that you might miss that you'll be interested in is something that we'll post on the reflector later, which is any events that were coming up, especially Picnic and POTA and maybe something else. So just keep an eye on the reflector. Okay. All right. Thanks for checking in. We have Andy. Hello, Andy. Oh, he's gone. Oh, there he is. You moved on me.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, you're good now. Okay, you must not have speaker on. So, hello, Andy.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think it's your audio, your audio output.
Is my volume low?
Your receive volume is low, probably. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, great. Then we're doing two-way communication. You're 5x9, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Everybody moved. Okay, Anthony.
Anthony was going to fix himself dinner after he started the recording.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Anthony, for starting the recording, and we'll come back later. Let's see. Oh, Larry just joined us. I don't know if Larry can hear us.
Yep. Yes. Howdy.
All right. So there's Larry. Okay, great. All right, let's go ahead and see what we can do about starting the meeting. Mike, would you like to do your presentation first, or do you want me to do the business meeting first? Whatever you'd like.
If you want, go ahead and do the business meeting.
Okay, great. So, secretary's report. Ted, any comments or fodder for the newsletter?
Well, I believe I sent the minutes out yesterday. And if there's any updates, deletions, et cetera, let me know. Rusty.hinge.org. Excuse me.
So I will
at gmail.com. The org won't work.
I will make a comment, and I'll be as objective as possible. There were some comments about the meeting minutes missing some repeater status update. We always point to the Facebook groups page for repeater status. I did get a chance to talk to Chris, AB7BS, 4 days ago. So we had a nice chat. He said he's been very busy and is looking forward to getting up to the Salem node to be able to get it back online. You might have seen an email from somebody who was upset that it wasn't online yet. So I forwarded it on to Chris, and I'm expecting that he will address it. I'm glad not a lot of people responded to it. It's not something that we need for the reflector as a whole. I think it's just an individual sharing their thoughts. So we'll leave it at that.
I don't know, Paul. I mean, I almost feel in some ways like not necessarily directly addressing this individual, but addressing the confusion that seems to come up on a regular basis about having a statement of the board from the board saying that we are separate than the repeater system. If you are getting a membership in this organization because you expect you're supporting the repeater system, that's not the case. That it's run by volunteers. The repeater system is run by volunteers. We at times donate money when it's appropriate. But if you want to support the repeater system, there's no real way to do that. And the volunteers run it, and there's not a service. And the reason why they don't take money is because of comments like that. But anyway.
I believe we have a link on the website now to directly go to the repeater.
Yeah, there's a donation site. Ron put that on our website some time ago.
My opinion is that we should issue a statement that is stronger than that will be on the website that says we are separate organizations. If you are joining the club because you are expecting that's going to support the repeaters, that's a misconception, and that's not true, and you should save your money.
Yep.
If you wanted to participate in the club, we are more than happy to have you. and we're happy to have you join and do that. But if your only reason for joining the club is to support the repeater system, that's not what the club is for.
So that's a good item for, we'll take a note to clarify, Ted, we're going to clarify the message because once you've joined, the only thing you have is the Ham Club Online reminder that you need to renew.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the place to put it.
Sure.
Because you don't always have to go to the website to renew. You can just, you get reminded. So that's what I was thinking. That might be a good reminder.
So much about it other than the fact that this is something that perennially pops up and is a recurring issue that I think needs to be as clear as possible.
Yep, I agree.
I agree.
Okay, so that was about the newsletter and any related items on the newsletter. So thank you, Ted, for that. And thank you for, not getting too excited about the fact that we didn't write down the repeater status. We do have a link, but apparently the Facebook group has not been updated in some time. And so this individual.
And for the record, I only write down the website, the repeater updates if somebody mentions an update during the meeting.
Yep, absolutely. So currently the Salem node is not yet connected to the system, but it is working as a standalone repeater. So there's the status. Time and energy is the only thing in the way, according to Chris.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Thank you, Ted. Let's see. We'll go to Treasurer's Report. Andy, let me see if I can pull up your email and I can share it at the same time. Here. I said share. Okay, there we go. Get to see all my other stupid stuff. Okay, go ahead, Andy, you want to read it off?
Okay, the Peak Radio Association Treasurer's Report for August 15, 2026. Our checking account has $791.72. Our savings has $2,489.90. Excuse me. So our total bank account is $3,281.62. Our PayPal account has $68.01. Our Square Up account has $1.68. And we have cash on hand $4.68 for a total of $3,356.17.
Any questions or comments on the Treasurer's Report? Did everybody turn in? If anybody had any field day expenses, Mike, I think you got reimbursed for this past year's expense, and I did the food, and so that was all squared up. But I don't think anybody else had any expense for field day. That would be a good thing for us to square up with Andy if you haven't already.
I got that new Flex radio.
Oh,
no, not just kidding.
Send in the receipt, sir. Absolutely. Well, that'll wipe us out and then some. Okay. All right, great. Thank you, Ron, for that comedic interlude. As you're up next, the website. Do you have any updates or questions or statements?
I don't have really anything. I need to get last month's meeting up there. I've been slipping a little bit, and then if you have the wording for the statement that Anna's talking about, I can get that posted. And see what links are. So definitely it's not tough to make improvements on that. And again, if you have photos or something, send them to me.
Okay.
Especially I got to get Glenna's Parks on the Air photos on there that she keeps posting, and
those are really cool.
She's got some good ones. Yep.
She's going places.
Yes.
She's like, where's Waldo? Where is she today? Or Dora the Explorer. No, that's great. We'll talk a little bit about POTA later. But thank you, Ron, and everybody. If they have any pictures or anything from any events that they've done, either by themselves or with others, anything radio related, it's always great to put in some pictures. So thank you, or any articles. Okay, the repeater report. I think I covered it already. The Facebook group is supposed to have, routine updates. It's based on Chris, who's very, very busy making those updates. You can join that group and get updates, on your Facebook group. If you're not a member of Facebook, I'm sorry, there's really no other way. He doesn't want to be able to maintain multiple ways of communicating. This is easiest for him. I've heard him say that. So, yep. Prospect Hill, I already mentioned, it's working but not connected. I think the access issues that we had reported from the last month, trying to get into the repeater site, have been resolved. So now it's just a matter of time and energy for him to get up there. He had some blockage. They required some indemnity insurance that was a little out of reach, and he somehow got that squared away. So I suspect that maybe by next month this will be resolved. Okay. I am a little behind the time here. I said past events, field day, but we already did that one. That was from last month. Anybody have any past events that we should talk about in July since field day? I don't think there's anything that came up. Okay. Let's go to Larry. Anything on the Pacific Crest Council? Any updates for us, or?
No, nothing right now. We're still kind of in the summer lull. Still looking to get the adventure group going as soon as we find some additional scouts to join it. And we're trying to get some other activity going with some maybe camporees, and we will be doing a Jamboree on the Air station. We'll have one lease set up over in Bend. There's a Cupcades event going there, and so we'll have that going. I don't know if we'll get any more stations up or not, but that's the third weekend of October. So if you're on the air, you can listen and be able to look out for scouts looking for contacts.
All right, thank you, Larry. Yeah, and as time gets closer, and if you can always put out a request on the reflector, as always, and see if anybody's going to be in that area or in any other station area that you need, or just from a home station. Whatever you need, just put it out there, and then I'm hoping somebody will reply based on their availability. Okay. Glenda, I have an old item here from July about the lunch meetup. Would you like to say what you felt, how that went? And
yeah, we had about a dozen people show up for the lunch event at Common Fields, and had a nice time, and hope everyone enjoyed it. And I realized already that this upcoming Saturday is already like the 1 month time frame for doing the next one. So if anybody wanted to do that, I wouldn't be able to go because I'm going to a concert up in Washington. But I can certainly, Common Fields loved having our group there, and they're happy to reserve that same area, the garden area, for our group anytime we'd like it. And there's no charge for reserving or anything. So
nice.
Yeah,
thank you for doing that. That was it was a nice event. It was nice to see some faces and just sitting casually and watch our beepers go off and go get our food and have something from the beer garden. So yeah, thank you for doing that. And Yeah, I mean, in September, it'll probably bump up against maybe the picnic and POTA. So
Hmm.
it would be fine if we just, picked it up in October. That would be okay too. I
Okay.
mean, everybody's got stuff to do, so
Yeah, October time, I think that's when Common Fields is kind of, they might still be doing their Oktoberfest. I know it's in September, but it might be going over into October, so they might have some unique food options going on. So
okay.
we'll talk about
Yeah.
October and see if everyone wants to get together for a lunch again.
Yeah. No, that'd be great. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Anything on the Girl Scouts, and then we'll come up to the next topic.
Just kind of the same thing as last time on September 20th, that's a Sunday at 2 p.m. I will be at the Corvallis Library for a Girl Scout sort of beginning of the year kickoff event. And I'm going to be running a table that has a bunch of ham radio demonstrations. So we'll have some Morse code there. They're going to draw pictures that we can do slow scan with through one of the local repeaters that always wants images to share for that. And we'll have my handheld radios set up to see about talking with the repeater and have some people for them to say hello to. So,
Oh, nice. Okay. So noted. September 20th. Awesome. And the next one is the picnic and POTA. So you're up again, Glenda, because
okay.
you offered, and I want to thank you. And I know Ron's been busy traveling, and you picked up the ball and started running with, where can we have this? And you looked at some sites, and you want to give us an update?
Yeah, we looked at some various sites for a picnic POTA, and it really comes down to Sarah Helmick being the most convenient and easiest to work with and having a good setup. So all those things coming together. So we made a reservation for Saturday, September 26th, and we have the same group site that you remember going to last time. So I think
Mhm.
that's site A. So we have it
Mhm.
basically from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but it sounds like people start coming together about 10:30 and cooking usually starts about 11:30.
Yep.
So we'll have it all day and bring your radios for POTA if you'd like to POTA. I'm
Mhm.
bringing my radio for sure. So
Good.
yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for doing that. We haven't solidified the menu yet, but assume hamburgers and hot dogs unless you see an update. And we'll, as time gets closer, we'll put out a call for anybody who's coming to see what can be brought, and anybody who wants to bring a side dish, of course, are always welcome. I think last year somebody 3D printed POTA cookies, um, which was a lot of fun. So that was by us outreaching on the Ham Club online. We had a few folks from who don't belong to the Google groups, but they were happy to show up and do that. So that was kind of fun. Okay.
All right, it looks like I can't make it.
Okay,
Talk to
just for
Paul.
clarification.
Yep. Sorry, Anna. I know you. I hit that one weekend that you
Yeah.
you were
Trailer
not
this
going to be
year.
in town. What's that?
No trailer this year.
No?
Well, if I'm not going to be there, my trailer's not
Well,
going to
okay,
be there.
well, yeah. Anybody with a hitch can get your trailer, but hey,
My trailer's gone. I'm coming for you, Paul. You already got one.
I've already got a trailer. Yeah, I do. Yep. All right, great. Any other topics, any upcoming events, new business? And then we'll kind of switch over if anybody has any other topics that I may
Well,
have
not
missed.
that anybody's going, but I will be at the GNU Radio Conference during Picnic and POTUS, so I will be
Mm.
doing radio stuff. That is in Raleigh, Durham.
Mm.
Here.
Yeah, Paul. Paul, I got one. Club business, our two reports that we have to give to the state of Oregon as our corporation status. They've been completed for the year. So all our filings for this year are up to date.
Thank you, Andy. I appreciate that. I know the email came out asking for some of the board of directors to answer certain questions. Thank you for everybody for responding, and allowed Andy to submit it on time. And appreciate, everybody responding as they needed to. Great. Thank you for doing that, Andy. Andy and Ted do an excellent job every month, keeping the paperwork alive. Mike, of course, keeps us all educated. And Anthony keeps the recordings going and the Ham Club online fulfilled with renewals. And Ron, the website when he has time. So excellent. Okay. Any other questions or topics? Otherwise, we'll go ahead and shift over to education.
I'll mention one more thing for field day for next year. We do have the Willamette Park, same location that we've had normally. And so that's been secured for next year.
Excellent. Thank you. We know where those trees are, don't we?
That's right. And we
know exactly how much rope is needed.
And exactly how much rope. And I know all about the ballistics in order to get a rope up over the tree.
And this time I won't step on the rope while I'm trying to pull it up the tree, will I?
Well, you might feel kind of funny with you get it tangled around your ankle there and you're hanging upside down, but I think it would be very fitting.
I think it would be a great photo opportunity. Anyway, that almost happened, by the way. So that's why I mentioned it. I routinely make fun of myself for the benefit of others. So
a little bit early, but Swaptoberfest is coming up on October 17th in Rickreall, apparently. Swaptoberfest is coming up for anybody that's looking to obtain or get rid of gear.
Okay.
And it looks like they're going to have VE testing this time around. So if you're looking to upgrade, then there's an opportunity to do so.
Excellent.
Because I'll tell you, 4-character call is amazing.
Nice. Looks like we had somebody else join. Jesse, you want to introduce yourself?
Good evening. First time I got the email, so I figured I had time this evening. I would hop in and see what it was about.
Awesome. Well, we just finished the business meeting. We were going to go on to education. Mike, as I call him, Professor Shelby, will have a presentation slide deck that he'll go through, and the topic will be probably of interest. And I've always learned something, so hope you can stick around and enjoy.
Very well, thank you.
All right. As I like to switch over to presentation mode, I remind everybody to at least mute their microphones to be courteous to the presenter and listen in and learn a lot.
Okay, let me get things up and going here.